Hello and welcome to another video with Zenphi. Today we have a very special and exciting video. We're going to be going over some of our new OneDrive actions. Zenphi is still prioritizing Google Workspace, however our clients have asked and we have listened. So here we're going to be going over some actions that we have added during the month of November. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first two actions we're going to be going over is list files/folders and delete file/folder. So we're going to be going over small use cases that you can implement into your flows to be able to use these new actions, but feel free to make any modifications if needed. The first action, like I mentioned, is list files folder. All you have to do is set up your connection to your OneDrive. To do this, you're going to click on the plus icon to create a new connection, and you're going to set it up as normal. It can be private or shared, and then click on authorize. Here you're able to select the folder ID. You can also select folder path depending on if you enable this option, and if you leave it blank, you're going to be looking at the root folder. And usually we'd see a Google Drive icon here, but this time we're going to be seeing a OneDrive icon. So if we click here, we're going to be able to see all of the different files inside of our OneDrive, so you can select a specific file or folder. And in the output, you're going to be able to see a list of all the files and folders inside of the OneDrive folder selected. Now here I have used a for each loop to loop through all of those, and then I'm going to use the delete file folder action so that we can delete all of the different files that it found. So using the token picker, we can easily select the ID from here. You're going to need to indicate either the file or folder ID, or you can also use a path. Now for all of these actions, you can either use a token picker to select a file or folder from a previous action, or you can click on the OneDrive icon to be able to pull up this window and be able to select from here. Now let's say that you're using our powerful Google Drive trigger and you want to be able to upload that file into your OneDrive. So to do that, what you would do is use our upload file action. All you have to do is indicate the payload. You can also choose a file name and where you want to save it if it's in a specific folder. You can either select the folder path or folder ID. Now using the token picker, you can easily get the file content from the trigger. And then what we're going to do here is create a folder where we want to store this file. So I have created a new folder using the create folder action. You can choose the name here. You can also choose where you want to create the folder if there's a parent folder. And you also have the option to decide what happens when it finds something with the same name. So you can choose either to rename, to replace, or to fail the action. And now to be able to move the file that we uploaded, we're going to use our move file folder action. So all we have to do here is choose a token picker. We're going to go to our upload file and we're going to get the file ID from here. You can also change the name if you wish. And now moving on to our last three OneDrive actions. The first one is to be able to find a specific file. So here what we're going to be doing is finding the file, making a copy of the file, and then downloading it. So our first action is find file/folder, so you can use it to find a specific file or folder, retrieve all of this information. So what we're going to do is set up our connection, and all you have to do is indicate either the file or folder ID, or you can also use a path. So once again, you can use the token picker or directly from your OneDrive. We're going to use the copy file action, so now we're going to get the file ID from our previous action, which will appear as a suggestion here. You can choose what folder you want to save it in. This field is optional, as well as giving it a name. And then lastly, to be able to download our file, we're going to use the download file action. So you can indicate the file ID or the file path. And then in the output, we can see the file name, the payload, the size, and the MIME type. And as of November 2024, all of the actions that we just went over will be available for all of our users to be able to use. So if you're a OneDrive user, feel free to be able to make use of these actions. And like we always mention, we're always listening to our clients. So if there's ever an action that you're looking to be able to have added to Zenphi, make sure to let us know and we'll do our best to be able to implement them as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching.